Hello, everybody. This is a surprise live stream. I don't know if you can hear that, but the UPS truck just went by. I decided to try to be on the front porch and do a live stream. And I was worried that the UPS truck was going to pull up right when I was starting, but they drove past. So we're good. Let me know who's here. I know this is last minute and just popping on when I had a minute, and because my myChow box just arrived. Usually I get the myChow box like a week or so ahead of the first of the month, and so I can film and get it all prepared. But for whatever reason, things were just a little late this month, so it just came in the mail this afternoon. So I figured be a great time to jump on a quick live stream and see who's here and say hi to everybody. Lindsay and I were doing our coffee chats on Wednesdays, and it happens to be Wednesday today. But we were doing our coffee chats on Wednesdays for 2 or 3 years? Now I don't even remember, but a very long time. And we decided to take a break from that, just to let life settle down a little bit. And it has been very nice to have less things on the schedule, but I miss it. I miss the live streams with you guys. I miss chatting. So let me know who's here. Put it in the chat. And if you have any questions, if there's, I besides the myChow box, I don't have any agenda for this live stream, and it may be a pretty quick one. But if you have questions that you want to talk about, feel free to put those in the chat, and we can talk through things. Let's see, there's a few people on. I don't see any comments yet, so please don't leave me hanging here. Get me some comments, so at least I know I'm not talking to myself. Oh, there's Cindy and there's Mary. Yay. Okay. I'm glad to see you guys. I know it's been so long. Let's see. I have 2 drinks because I have to have my emotional support electrolytes. And then I have a ginger lemon kombucha that I am sipping on. It's been really hot the last couple of days, like in the 90s. And then today it's only supposed to be 79, and we've got this nice breeze, which is wonderful. Oh, Bonnie is here from Alaska. Hey. But the weather is just so beautiful today. And the kids have friends over for a sleepover. And then tomorrow morning we are going to You Pick Cherries. There's a place it's about an hour or more away from our house. So it's not somewhere we go often, but some friends were going, and we decided that we were going to go, and I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to go first thing in the morning before it gets too hot, and you pick some amazing cherries. We went 2 years ago, and it was just it was so easy picking. I had to tell the kids to stop picking. I was like, we don't need this many cherries. And, but it was so beautiful and so fun. So I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. Cindy says, wouldn't leave me hanging. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate you. All right. So I guess I'll go ahead and get into the myChow box. This is the myChow box for July. And so I'm imagining some real fruity flavors in here. Maybe they'll put in some of their brand new flavors, like their berry flavors. The blackberry came out not too long ago. Let me know if you guys have tried that. And then the red raspberry came out a while back. And those are so fun for summer. And of course, I have all of my confetti. I have no children with me because they're all busy playing with their friends. Who wants to open a myChow box when friends are over, right? Bonnie says, what does the kombucha do for your blood sugar? I haven't specifically tested just kombucha on my blood sugar. So I'm not sure about that, but I've never seen, I've had it here and there with meals and things, and I've never seen any kind of a irregular spike or anything like that. Oh, I'm losing my paperwork. Okay. All right. Are you guys ready to see what's in here? On the top, we got 2. Perfect for summer. Perfect for July 4th. Of course, this thing doesn't want to focus except on my face. So we got 2 apple pies. Ooh, got another set of doubles here. This is one of my favorite flavors. Chocolate malt. It is so good. And I like to make it with 1 scoop of the Equip Prime Protein chocolate, because this is very much malt, and it doesn't have any color. So it's just like the light color, and it's very malty. And then you add the Equip chocolate in there, and it gives this really nice chocolate. So it's like the perfect combo. Love that one. Cindy says she just tried blackberry last night after 30 days BBBE. That is exciting. What did you think of it? Did you like it? All right, we have a blueberry pie, another great flavor for summer and for 4th of July. And then also another great flavor for summer, orange cream. This is one of their summer flavors. So it's a limited time thing, perfect for summertime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. There's 9 little packets and 1 21 meal pack. We got caramel macchiato, and we got chocolate mint, delicious. And last little packet is classic cake donut. I can't believe they still have this one in stock. I thought this one would have been sold out by now. That's amazing. It's really good. It's got a really unique flavor, and it's like powdered sugar in a shake. Like how do you make powdered sugared flavor in a shake? I don't understand it. Mary says, I love adding the Equip chocolate. Yeah, it's so good. Let's see. Adding Equip chocolate to the chocolate malt. Do you still taste the malt? Yes, I do. That the malt flavor is really strong with that, and it's one of my favorite flavor combinations of all of them. The only one that might rival that, and that's a might, they might be tied actually, is chocolate peanut butter, which is the big bag. This mirroring on my screen always messes me up, so I can't show you what I want to show you. Chocolate peanut butter is the big bag this month. So this is a fantastic box this month. Some people only get the subscription box like every other month, or they wait and see what's in it before they let the order go through, because you can skip if there's a box that comes through that you don't like, you can totally skip it. And this is one that I think a lot of people will have go through, because chocolate peanut butter is pretty much the best flavor. I mean, chocolate malt is right up there. Chocolate toffee is also right up there. What else would rival that? The butterscotch is really good, but still not on the level with the chocolates for me. So anyways, that is a fantastic box this month. Yeah, there's not a flavor in here that I don't like, seriously. There's all of the little ones again. Double apple pie, double chocolate malt, all good stuff. All right. Cindy says the blackberry was good. I had it as ice cream. I bet that is really good, and added in some blueberries. Let's see. Blaze is here. Hi, Blaze. Cookies and cream. Cindy, is that one of your favorites? Is that does that rival chocolate peanut butter for you? That's what I want to know. So with my recent diet changes, I haven't been having as much keto chow, but the nice thing is that I can still incorporate it in my diet because it doesn't have the fat added. You get to add your own fat. And since I'm eating like lower fat, I'm able to make it however I want. And so that is really nice. And then my husband has been using it a lot. He's been working a lot, and he works outside a lot, doing construction and remodeling and things like that. And so in the summer, in the heat, like that's the perfect thing for him to take. So we actually he wanted some like cold jars, like vacuum whatever, where they keep your thing cold, but he wanted it to be like a jar, not a cup, because the jar is a lot easier to clean than the cup when you have the keto chow in there. And so we got these 2 little, I guess, Hydro Flask brand jars that are really cute. And I make up the keto chow, stick it in the fridge, and then in the morning he comes and he pours it into his jar because it does keep it cold. It also keeps out the cold. If you make it up and then put the lid on and stick it into the fridge, it won't get cold as fast. So I make it in a different container that will get cold, and then he pours it into his little jar, and it works out really well. He just took an orange cream one to work this morning. Let's see. Oh, so Lisa was just asking, and I was just addressing that without having seen the comment yet. Hi from the Midwest. I don't understand your intake of keto chow when you are on the sugar diet. Am I missing something? Yeah. So like I said, I have a lower amount of protein that I eat per day than I used to, but I still eat protein. I still eat animal protein. I'm not doing like full on sugar fasting or anything like that. I will do like fruit and other sugar sources in the morning. Like I usually have maybe 2 or 3 small meals in the morning, like one at around 6:30 or 7 a.m., one at around 10:30 a.m., one at around noon, and those are like little fruit meals. And then for the afternoon and evening, I will have more protein, more fat, vegetables. And so I can incorporate a keto chow in there and just keep the fat on the lower side, because, you know, the keto chow they don't include the fat in there. So it has 26 grams of protein that comes from milk protein isolate, and then 4 grams of carbs and less than 1 gram of fat in this one. They're all just a slight bit different. So it actually works out just fine for me to use. I don't use them every day at this point. Typically after I've eaten fruit in the morning or all morning, I'm ready for something savory. So I haven't been using it as much, but it still is super convenient for if I'm having a busy evening and I need to get my protein meal in, and I can just whip up a keto chow. And then, like I said, my husband still uses it nearly on a daily basis at this point. And he's also not keto. You don't have to be keto to use keto chow. It works for, you know, as long as it fits into your macros or your plan of what foods are good for you, it's totally fine. Let's see. Blaze says, I love the blueberry pie keto chow. So good as a creamy. Yeah, that's the first creamy we made. And it was fun because of the really bright color. So it was really pretty ice cream and the kids thought it was amazing. Cindy says, all the chocolates are great. When I make cookies and cream, I add black cocoa powder and allulose. Yep, the black cocoa powder does really help with the cookies and cream flavor. I also like to do the cookies and cream with the scoop of chocolate Equip, because that adds more of the chocolatey flavor along with the creamy cookies and cream. Not to change the subject, this is from Cindy, not to change the subject, but how is your daughter? When is that grandbaby coming? That's a great subject change. My daughter is due August 12th. And so that's only like 6 weeks away, which is pretty exciting. So she's doing well. Like it was rough in her first trimester with, you know, feeling nauseated and all of that. Second trimester, you know, she started getting some energy back. And now it's all the third trimester stuff with just being uncomfortable and having a hard time with sleep and, you know, all the things that come with having another human being inside of you. And but she's doing really good, and they're working on just getting everything squared away. You know, it's like with your first baby, it's such a huge change. Every time you have a baby, of course, it's a huge change. But once you've had 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, then you're just like, oh yeah, just throw another one on the pile. It's fine. But with your first, it's just like you're entering into a completely different life, you know. So it is pretty exciting and I cannot wait. I try not to like dwell on it too much because I am so impatient and I just get anxious and like, oh, I want that baby. But if I, just focus on other things and don't dwell on it, it'll be here before I know it. And then I can dwell on it and snuggle that baby. So very excited about that. Cannot wait. All right. Well, let me know if anybody has any questions or anything that you want to chat about, and we can do that, or we can just wrap it up here pretty quick. Huge change for you too, new grandbaby. Yep. It'll be interesting. I'm not 100% sure how how much we'll be, having the baby over or babysitting or anything like that. So I'm just kind of waiting to see what they need and how it's all going to work out. But we're all very, very excited about our little summer baby coming. And of course, Levi is excited to be an uncle and it's so funny because I have 4 daughters and then we have our son who is the youngest. And I have I have 2 nieces that are the oldest of their families. And then after that, they've all of my siblings that have had kids have had boys. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 little boys, 4 little nephews of mine that are 3 and under. I think that's right. Yeah, 3 and under. And then there's Levi, who's 7, and then there's the new grandbaby coming. And so we have this whole crowd of little bitty boys running around, which is so fun after, we already had our crowd of little girls running around that were the first grandkids on both sides of the family. For a really long time, it was all girls. We joked that we would have to start a flower girl business because they were all getting to be flower girls at different weddings. And then now we have all of the little ring bearers, which is very exciting. Let's see. Oh wow, Cindy, your great grandson is already going on 7 months. That is amazing. Mary says, having your first grandbaby will be the best thing you've ever experienced. It's amazing. I can only imagine. I am so excited. All right. Well, we will go ahead and wrap it up here. Thanks, guys, for hanging out on the spur of the moment. I'm hoping to do more live streams coming up and, more scheduled things rather than just spur of the moment things. But I was happy to see some people. Oh, Jennifer is here. Hi, Jennifer. Some people coming in and hanging out. I miss seeing you guys every single week like we used to, but all right. So thanks for hanging out and I will see you again later. Bye, guys.